Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, giving my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I am very excited to be checking out the second most popular project on all of Kickstarter, that is Scalecolor artist Smooth Acrylic Paints 2. Scale 75 expands its well-known range of acrylic paints for modeling and miniatures with new colors. Okay, and so, a couple things here. I'm going to come at this from two different perspectives. First, I'm going to see how well I think they do trying to pursue people who are deep into the painting hobby, painting miniatures for either the tabletop role-playing or the board games or whatnot. And then also how well they do trying to capture people like me, who've always wanted to get into painting, but it just never has happened yet. So I feel like that's super important. So what do I see here? The first thing I want to kudos them on is they have some really bright, vivid colors here. Whenever I make the thumbnail for these Kickstarter critiques, I always look for really colors that really pop on the main images. And they had some really great, bright, vivid colors. And then I see this. It says Ready Painter 1. I guess, is that the box with things coming to? Overall, I'd like to see a little bit more of, like, what's inside the box, or what it looks like, or what all I'm getting, or something like that. But I get the gist. And I also like the fact they already have addressed the can you do it aspect of the Kickstarter by saying expands its well-known range of acrylic paints. So I already know this pre-established company. I already feel kind of comfortable. I love when companies do that. But let's get into the video, and let's get into this. So it's already raised 295,000 US bucks with 2,154 backers. Fantastic. New colors, formats, and formulations. I don't even know what that means, but I'm excited as always when I go into the video. I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. In 2019, Artist was born. Ooh, that looks really nice. Okay. Now, it's time to expand. And evolve. That is really loud. Maybe it's just on my end, but it's really loud. A new formula, 12 inks and 6 fluorescent colors. Creamy texture on all types of materials. Opacity. Intensity. Oh, are these the color names? Finish. No, I think they're just... Oh. New show. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see on that front image there. Hey, Jeremy. Curious how good these are. May have to get a set for the wife. Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited too to check out their previous Kickstarter to see what people thought about this, because I gotta say, I felt like they've done a really good job of pretty much just showcasing, hey, this is what our paint looks like. These are some of our painted minis. This is what you can potentially do. I like the shot of brushing it off, like, oh, you can do this with that, and then you can mix the colors. Like, I feel like this is really great. And just having these I feel like they're really doing a great job spotlighting these colors right here. Because I'm not a painter, but I, to myself, say having a wide variety of colors like this is just going to really allow me to get into tiny, intricate details and make my minis pop even more. I get it, even though I'm not a painter. I painted like 3 in my whole life. They all look terrible. Color chart. New showcase, like it. That looks so good down there. Oh, is this for... Wait, this is probably for... Either I wonder if that's for retail stores, or if that's like that's interesting, because that's a whole boatload of paint. But then again, I guess a lot of people, if they're that deep into the hobby, where you're spending thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars every month on these board games and these miniature and these minis. I mean, I why not have a display that looks like this? Like, honestly, if I had a display that looked like this, I sure as hell would probably paint a lot more than I do now. Like, that just pops. Great shot there. New sets. Acrylic paints. Acrylic inks. Ooh, oh, that's nice too. Set exclusive. So I felt like they did a really good job there on the how much is it aspect as well. Now, they didn't tell me the prices of these things, but they did show me the different pledge levels that I can probably expect. And now I'm like, ooh, I really like that mini case. Like, that's what I'm probably looking for here. They've set themselves up to succeed. Like, now it's just like, I want to go find that. Solid video. I thought that was a really solid video. Did a great job displaying exactly what they're hoping to do, which was, hey, our paint kicks ass. I would have liked maybe a voiceover as opposed to the text, but, nitpick. So Scale 75, 12 created, 7 backed. In Scale 75, we create innovative and leading-edge products as well as experiences that allow us to inspire and entertain through modeling, painting, and games. Our goal is to deliver and support a more creative and artistic community by being Scale 75, the link between the inspiration of our clients and their creations through tools that allow them to achieve greatest performance every day. Each product we develop has a customer-focused conceptualization and design process for a full assembly and painting experience. We work with the best professionals and renowned artists in the worlds of modeling to give life to all of our products and everything that conforms, which makes us a multidisciplinary and avant-garde company with different product lines. We have a large catalog of paint, complements, accessories, and figurines of characters created from the most revolutionary artistic concepts of modeling. Oh my gosh, I need a cigarette. That is quite, okay, I feel comfortable with Can You Do It? Let's go back and check, make sure these aren't flaming dumpster fires. Wow! That was a really fun read. So these are paints. There we go. Instant color paints. Eagles, that one is canceled. Yeah, so let's go check it out. Pretty much we're just making sure people got their paints and that they like their paints. Pretty simple. So this one had 2,000. This one was a big Kickstarter as well, raising nearly 300. That's probably 300,000 bucks. Back then it probably was. Now the euro's down. All right, so we're just checking to make sure that people got their stuff. See how many all right, so status update number 2. Hello, everyone. We have received requests for an update. Sorry for the silence. We continue in the situation that we posted in the previous update. That is, we are waiting to receive the translations into the different unlocked languages, a process that is expected to be completed. So this one is not out yet. Okay. So, not a huge deal, but people like to know that. Almost done, finally. All pledges of the campaign are finally sent. Yay, we've sent all the pledges except a little amount with wrong addresses or surveys, and that was May 13th. That was a week ago. Great. Let's make sure everybody's getting stuff. After assembling Taurus, Leo, and Vera, I've said that sadly each mini had at least one badly warped part. Hopefully the others are better. Please contact them. Okay, will do. So that was 2 days ago. Good. Okay. Just arrived, well packaged and complete, including the extra times. So I spoke with FedEx. And look at this. Good customer service here. At least I'm seeing on the first 2. Let's keep it up with Minipedia. This one's books. I want to go to their paint. There we go. That's the one that's going to be the big deal. Because, maybe they're not the greatest at doing minis, but you're not buying minis here. So it's like, all right, I really don't care. Even though I imagine they are probably going to be selling minis in the add-on. But that being said, I'm not insinuating that they can't do minis well. Because it sounds like that was probably just, hopefully, not the majority of people there. But either way, great customer service because they're taking care of them. Which, if things don't go well, that's what you really want to see. The Minipedia for gamers, campaign almost finished. Let's see. People got the stuff. And yeah, this is the one. This is the one I want to check. The instant colors. Hopefully the color. Ooh, 6,139 comments. That's a lot of comments. 4,800. Wow, 4,800. So we're going to know how these are right now. Let's check out the comments. Just received notification that his new campaign launching May 8th. So if you're someone who has yet to get their pledge or annoyed with elements like the tutorial video not being posted, that might be a good platform to call them out on it and bring to other potential backers' attention, since it seems they've abandoned this one completely. Oh, this is why we do these. This is why we dig. Hi, Stephen. We've fulfilled all pledges that were completely paid. There are still some left with payment issues, and backers contacted and replied. I haven't received my pledge yet. Where is my paint? Good I am. Hi, Stephen. Please contact us. 17 days ago. So 2 months ago. So that was a month and a half. Okay, I take it the tutorial videos still have not been published. No response. I haven't received my pledge yet. Is he him? Yeah, is he him? 3 more months have gone by without a reply from Scale 75. Ooh, 17 days ago. Where's the tutorial video as promised 4 months ago? So long, I forgot about this. I never received the Kickstarter, and I asked about it months ago. Please let me know the process I need. So this, I will say, this is a very small group of people who haven't received their project, but the fact that now they're going on 3 months without a response, because I'm assuming they sent emails, they sent DMs, because think about it, going into the comments, that's kind of like the last case scenario for most people. That's like going into somebody's yard and actively complaining to them. First you try to send an email, then you try and call them, but they're like, no, this is 3 months. And then it took 2.5 months to respond to it. So the customer service, not the greatest here. I haven't had great luck with brushing this paint on. I think it would work better in an airbrush. I had to mess with my paints for a good while before I became confident in their use. Nice shading and good application is what happened to the video tutorial. Yeah, okay. So, rough, not a deal breaker, but still rough. But the bottom line is, I don't see anybody there complaining about how their paints suck for the most part, except for the one person. But when you have thousands of people there, and you only have one person saying this paint sucks, these paints are amazing. Not received my pledge 2 years ago, no response. So yeah. So, and I understand that at a certain point they in theory should stop checking this, but really should you? Like, just do a monthly checkup. I think at the bare minimum. And unless you're like a huge company who's done 54 projects, is that really that difficult? And if you're a huge company who's done 54 products, well, then at that point, I would assume you would have someone who could do that. So, the can you do it is, yeah, I guess, but I'm hoping I don't have any issues with your customer service, because then things are going to get rough. So, on the can you do it, but yes, I believe you can do it. You can make the paints, and the paints, conceivably, look pretty good. So good. So, do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yeah. I'm sure you'll take care of me eventually if I manage to get your attention somehow, which apparently is not DMs or emails or comments, but anywho, Scale 75 is expanding its Scalecolor artist line of acrylic paints for modeling and miniatures by adding new colors, forms of packaging, and formulations. We are adding new creamy acrylic colors to our range and topping off our line with a new collection of fluorescent ink and colors like our main line. This new line has been specially designed for model builders, artists, and gaming miniature enthusiasts. This range has 24 new creamy acrylic colors, 6 fluorescent, awesome. So in the convention, 20 milliliter metal tubing. In addition, and this is one where I honestly don't have that much of an issue with them not converting the currency, because even if I did convert the currencies and they were like, oh, it's 16 ounces, I'd be like, is that a lot of paint? I don't know. But maybe that's just me, because I'm not that savvy. Our scale and coloring artist painters are Scalecolor. Oh, that's what I want to see. Well, that's pretty. The boxes. Oh, so now we have the price. Okay, cool. Technical information. What technical information do I need? Our definitive paint line for all your needs, designed with models in hand. So life finds a way. The small luxury wooden box and 12 inks. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks like more than 12. Come on. Now I want to stop. I want to see it. Yeah, that's more than 12, right? So now I'm just. Are these the inks? Oh, these are the inks. Okay, so these are the 12 inks. And then I get a whole bunch of paint as well. Why don't you tell me how many paints I get? You just tell me how many inks I get? That's confusing. And please let me know if you're a painting enthusiast, if this makes complete sense to you. It might just be that I'm a noob. Is this all I would need, though, to paint it? Looks like it. Looks like it'd be good, I think. 10 reasons why you need Scalecolor artist paints. Composition. Developed and tested by chemists and artists with expertise in manufacturing acrylic paints for miniatures and scale models. The result is our patented formula backed by Scale 75's track record and the multitude of painters who are already used the artist line in the modeling scale. New formations of 12 inks and 6... Wow, this is a lot. 2, versatility. Thanks for the competition to be used for our all artistic needs. Okay, cool. Texture. Color intensity. Looks good. Opacity. Finish. What am I really looking for here? I guess I'm just looking for the price. I guess you kind of gave me the price, but I don't know if that's what I really want or what I really need. Cool. You air blow it. Ooh, here we go. Video. Looks good. Okay. The 8 range. 48 colors. Oh, here we go. The initial line of 48 colors has been expanded by adding 18 new colors, 6 fluorescent, and 12 inks. So that's what we're getting into. They showed me that big one that I conceivably should want, the main pledge. You know, if this were on GameFound, that would be the recommended pledge, I'm going to guess. But I don't feel like they sold it particularly well up there, especially if you're newer. Because I was like, 12 inks? There's a whole bunch. So there's 48 colors there, 12 inks, and now I'm like, all right, that's tons of color, that's tons of variety. And now I'm in, but I had to dig to find this right here before I could really understand it as a noob. The new range of paints and inks can be mixed and combined with any acrylic paint from any of our lines, and with most paints currently in the market, we have further retarded drying for easier color transition and blending. I don't use that word too often. Yeah, so. And I know, it's a word. It is a word, retardant. I get it. It's just when I say it, I'm like, oh, wait, did anybody hear that? I should have lowered my voice. Presentation. Those paints come in individual 20 milliliter tubes. The ink in 17 milliliter bottles. Ooh, theme set of 6 colors. This looks great. That looks nice. We are therefore launching this product to expand the Scalecolor artist line of paints on Kickstarter to fund production. We are already done all the hard work. Now we need your help to start manufacturing, packaging, and marketing. We are offering all our sponsors the chance to be the first to enjoy these paints, plus special launch prices and some packages exclusive to Kickstarter. Okay. And let's not leave brick and mortar, hobby, and art supply stores out of the campaign. That is where you'll most likely go to replenish your paints and seek out advice and learn how. So yeah, that, and I gotta say, they did a great job in the video. Like, as a friendly local game store, I see that and I say, okay, that looks really good. That's going to sell, and that could potentially, expand what I do. If I get enough people interested in painting, I could start selling minis. Maybe I invest in a 3D printer or something like that. Sadly, I missed all of it. Work call. Oh, no worries. It's looking good. I will say it feels a bit weird to me. It just feels a smidge bit off. It feels like sometimes I have suspicions with like tech Kickstarter projects that they're run by Chinese factories who just pretend like they're people from around the world, but it's actually a factory running them. I get that vibe just a smidge bit with this one, and I'm not insinuating. It's just I get that vibe. Just a weird thing I'm throwing out into the universe. How to back a project. Pledge levels. So, 20 euros gets you one of our paint sets. 6 colors. Okay. I'd like to know the colors inside. I get it that they're doing the fancy thing, and it looks good. But showing me the front of the box, like, why do I care? Like, why do I care what's on the front of my box of paint? But yeah, that looks good. So, 20 euros, 25 euros. I'd love to convert the currency, because chances are the majority of people backing this are from the United States of America. Yeah, 807 to 200 in the United Kingdom. So 4 to 1 from number 1 to number 2. I checked their website. It looks legit. Awesome. I assumed it was legit. Like, it's just, it gave me that vibe. Because they've done so many Kickstarters, and their customer service when they were doing things well seemed to be on point. I imagine this is one of those companies where if you complain, they'll probably just be like, hey, we'll just throw you some stuff. Which I love, personally, whenever I have an issue with one of those companies. Clever Painter, the 12 essential colors. Cool, so that's 40 euros or 43 bucks. We have 236 people just getting one of the paint sets. Okay, it's a good number. 192 people getting the 12. And then here we go. I think this is going to be the big one. The Life Finds a Way small luxury wooden box with the 1,250. And I'm going to guess this is nice because I think that's... Here's the way I see this. This is probably $155. But for $155, you are going to be able to dive into a hobby. You can get brushes, whatnot. You still have to get brushes, but this is the start for that. So I imagine this is going to be a pretty popular one. And no, 54. Wow, that's really surprising to me. That's really surprising to me. Okay, welcome to Scalecolor's luxury wooden box. Wait, wasn't this the luxury wooden box? This is the small luxury wooden box. Okay, I take it back. Nobody wants a small luxury wooden box. I feel like the big luxury wooden box is going to be the one that everybody wants. Yeah. And once again, this is more along the lines of a typical Kickstarter price where it's like, oh, I'm spending $400. But, so yeah, I'm going to guess this is the big one. And 68. No, it's not either. Wow. So that tells me I don't feel like they're doing a very good job convincing new people that they should back this. And that's the only way that I could really see to read that. Because, established painters here, we got 236, we got nearly 500 here. It's more like 440. But then with the new stuff, where you get everything, it's only 54 and 68. So it's like 112. And then the Jurassic Wrap for the store, retail only. You suck. You suck. Why can't I buy this? Why? Well, honestly, for this one, why isn't there a retail only price? And then why isn't there a higher painting enthusiast? Like, if I could buy this, like, I don't know if these expire. This might just be my newness. But if I was a big old whale on Kickstarter, go around and spend $300, $400, $500 on Kickstarter projects, and I say I could get this super nice thing in my basement, in my game room. We put some lighting next to it, some nice LED lights to really accentuate the variety of colors, and have this in there for the rest of my gaming career. I think people would buy. I think you would have. I think this number would be higher than 3 of people taking that. I do. So that all gone. Life Finds a Way. The early bird. Oh, here we go. Oh, 1,451. Yeah, okay. So I wasn't completely off. Take backsies. I should read more. 1,451, 122. Okay, never mind. So there we go. They did get all those people early on. Continue scrolling, noob. Paint sets. Inside Out. And this, okay, so here's what I think would have been much nicer in this shot right up here. What was it? The first one. Instead of this just scrolling back and forth, if it was longer, Or maybe it was different ones, but it was this, because this is what I want to see. I want to see the different colors. Yeah, now this is what I'm talking about. This is great. Because I don't care about the front. I care about that. And that one, I bet, is probably going to be the most popular one. Getting those ones are nice. Man, I don't paint, but they make me want this. I feel, this is where it's at. I feel like this is way better than a lot of the stuff up there. That is so good. Smooth acrylic paints. But the bottom line is, it's all on the Kickstarter page, which is what you want. Okay, cool. Mixing the paint. Magnificent 12. This is the 1 pledge level. Okay. Colored chart. Looks great. Stretch goals. Whoa! Stretch goals. You just kind of sprung that on me. I'm 21 minutes into your campaign. I just now found out about them. Not a fan of that, because that's a really exciting thing. You know, I look down here. I'm saying maybe squeeze in somewhere way earlier. We've started to hit stretch goals. Have you backed any of our previous campaigns? You get this for free. You get a mini for free if you back any of your previous campaigns. And so that's a really unique idea. So to encourage repeat visitors, say, hey, you get here day one. So that does make me feel a lot more excited about their paints, honestly. 1,451 people came here day one. Yes, to get the mini, but to get the paint as well, because they felt like the paint was such a good deal. So that makes me feel a lot more comfortable in the can you do it. Customer service, though, hopefully you don't have any issues. Free color wheel, $85K. Awesome. Free PDF how to paint a 75mm figure. And I'm wondering if that tutorial video was part of a stretch goal. Because that looks like one of those things they're just running away from. They're like, no one bring that up. Don't ever bring it up ever again. Because they responded to other comments around that. But it's like, tutorial video, what? Who said that? Free magnetic bottle opener. That's cool. Free PDF, how to paint a terrain. Free Scalecolor artist sticker. Okay. Free video miniature art academy. Ooh, free brush holder. Now we're getting to some bangers here. Honestly, up until this point, I was like, well, no, I guess those how to paint PDF, the PDFs are pretty cool too. Well, but you could probably find those online. There's tons of videos online. I mean, I don't know. Free PDF, how to paint a bust. Free palette. Cool. Okay. 15% off on our website for 6 months. Free tube squeezer. Now that's what's up. That's what I'm talking. Now that's a banger of a stretch goal. So a lot of I think what like this, like a palette, like if I'm a painter, I assume I have tons of palettes. This doesn't look like a special palette. This looks like a palette you buy a 5-pack of at the dollar store. Not to diminish it, because you're still getting free stuff, but I'm just saying this is a banger. This is a wanger. I don't know what rhymes with banger that would be less impressive. And then paint cleaner. Wow, now that's a banger as well. So they've got them all intermixed here, and let's see how close we are to getting these. So we're at 279,000 euros. Then you say 300K. Which currency are that? You're talking about the euros, or are you talking about? It won't. Yeah, definitely perking up at a few of those stretch goals. Yeah, I agree. I think these things should be higher too. You know, I'm 24 minutes into the Kickstarter campaign. These are buried at the bottom of that. More add-ons at backer kit, paints, figures, books, compliments. So here's the thing. I would honestly make this add-on section super robust. Especially if there's nothing else important after this. Like if it was just, hey, we're going to offer, actually show us some of the stuff. Like, why do I want these paints? Because I'm sure there's a lot of shots where you showcase exactly what color these paints are. Like you did a little bit earlier. That looks so good. And also, I'd convert the currencies. Figurines, books, compliments. It does get me excited about checking out the add-ons, but I'd much rather have an add-on shopping section. So now we have reviews. Okay, we got to get rid of some of this crap. Boom, 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 boom. Hello, guys. So I hate this just because, which one should I click on? How long are you expecting me to invest time into checking out a review of yours? Pull quotes. What did Marco Frazone say? These are some of the best paints that I've ever utilized. I get compliments all the time when I bring the games out. Bam. Right. There's a quote. And I'm sure someone in here said something along those lines. It's just pull it out. Pull the quote out. So shipping costs. And once again, I would honestly spotlight those a little bit higher as well. Not the videos, because the videos are nice, but the quotes from the videos. The shipping cost will be calculated according to the weight of the product group and the country of destination. This will be an extra charge. Cool, so you still got that. Shipping costs for the rest of the products are added in backer kit. Is the word VAT in here? That's all I'm looking for here. TNT, FedEx. All right, so didn't convert the currencies. And you're lumping the USA and Canada together. Typically don't see that. Generally, Canada, unless you're in Canada, is more expensive to ship to. But hey, whatevs. It's weird. So the welcome to the Scalecolor artist, Life Finds a Way. So this is the one that most people wanted, right? No, that's the Life Finds a Way, this one. The 12 inks, and this is the big one. Okay. 182. No, that's the Life Finds a Way early bird, and this is the Life Finds a Way early bird. So this is an earlier bird than the other bird. Got it. So either way, I'm looking, it's $154, $148. You know, it's around $200 to get into this, and conceivably this be something that you invest hours, hundreds of hours of time into. Not just in painting the minis, but then also getting the games to the table, assuming you're using these for tabletop role-playing or board games. You know, because, you know, one of the first things I would undoubtedly paint is Zolkin. You know, I'd love to paint the dials, and I have so many games in my mind where, like, I'd love to paint that, I'd love to paint this, I'd love to paint that, and I almost think that when you start painting minis, because I've talked to a lot of minis painters before, you actually start looking at board games differently, because you're like, oh man, even if it's not the greatest, like the minis, and that would be so fun to paint, and they'd look amazing, and that would, so I don't feel like it's a terrible price. I feel like it's okay. I feel like it's about what I'd expect to pay for paint, but granted, I am by no means a paint savant, so I don't quite know if that's a great price, but it seems reasonable to me. So, FAQ. How does shipping costs work? Can I add on to my pledge? Can I choose the 12 colors in the Clever Paint pledge? No. Is this going to affect the other Kickstarter? What? No, our previous Mind PD for Gamers campaign is being managed by the design team and the print shop. The Scalecolor Artist campaign is being managed by our painting studio and marketing team. I will say that FAQ right there it just gives me that Chinese factory vibe so much too. And I point to a specific Kickstarter that I've done before where they literally are like, hey, no. This other Kickstarter that you guys ran was really bad and things went bad and things were poor. And they're like, no. That was a different arm of our company. We're this arm and that was that arm. It's completely different. So like that does concern me when they're like, no. We're completely unconnected. Not once again, not insinuating anything, but it's like, if this does not go south, like if this goes south, you can say, oh yeah, that does seem a little odd. I don't think it will though, because I think it's paints. I don't think it's going to be that terribly difficult to deliver them out. Hello everybody, we're about 1,700 backers right now. Thank you very much. Here's the stuff. Here's the stretch goals. Oh my gosh, so many of them. Remember, there are only a few hours left to take advantage of Life Finds a Way. We also have it in Spanish. Cool. Hello, I did read where you opened to ideas for stretch goals. Some ideas. Oh. We were open to stretch goals? Did you mention that? Where did you mention that? We want to show you some of the next goals we hope you like. Remember, there's only a few hours left. Yeah, when did they ask for more stretch goals? Best avoid option. So do not increase. Remember, we're really great for support. We managed to fund in just 23 minutes, unlocking a lot of stretch goals we planned to believe. We already got a color wheel, a couple of painting guides, a PDF for free. Please consider that these are gifts for free, and we are trying to our best to avoid adding weight to the package of the shipping fees do not increase. Get that, I understand. Remember, back to one of the previous products, you get the 45K bus for free. Yeah, they didn't ask for suggestions. I would highly recommend they ask for suggestions, especially because I'm sure people would be like, I would love to know how to paint this, or how to paint that, or how to mix colors, or some sort of thing. Or maybe a tutorial video. Maybe they'd want that. Maybe you could promise them that. If I get the welcome to the Scale Artist set, do I get all the paints that you make? Thank you. You get all the paints in the Scalecolor Artist line specifically, but not every paint that Scale 75 makes. Do you know what the prices are of the Artist Range Pet set that will be? Yeah, so here's what I'm talking about. Especially with a product like this. Not mentioning all your add-ons, I think is a big misstep. And I said that. I would love to have gone on just a really long, sexy scrolling shot where I could be putting together in my brain what my cart is going to be. And instead I got, hey, yeah, I have to check everything out later. And I think that's a misstep. What's the best way to use the smallest amount of paint possible with metal tubes? I'm familiar with dropping. So yeah, this changes with every painter's taste. Okay, so they're in here. They're doing the customer service. They're churning it. Looks good. And when did this launch? This one just launched, I think, Tuesday, I believe. Let's check that one out. So May 18th, yeah, 2 days ago. So this is brand spanking new, so that explains only having one update. No biggie. So final grade for the Scalecolor Artist Smooth Acrylic Paints. Do I want it? Yeah, I feel like the video was, I would have liked really loud, but it showcased the paint. And it really, especially when you got to these shots where they're showcasing the boxes and they opened it up, and then the friendly local game store one, I thought they did a good job of that, and I want that. That looks amazing. So can you do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes, I believe that you can make paint and send people out paint, and that paint is probably going to be good. Granted, I would have to go through all the reviews. I didn't get a strong feeling of why this paint is amazing or why it's better than other paints. You didn't do that particularly well. You posted a bunch of videos, but you didn't give me any quotes from them, so I don't know why this paint is better than other paints, aside from you have these colors, the fancy colors. I don't know if other companies have fancy colors as well as a new painter as well. I don't feel like they did the greatest job on the new people. But they did get the 1451, partially because they had that really nice looking box. They had the early birds. Okay. Can you do it? Yes. Yeah. Hopefully I don't have customer service issues. How much is it? I feel like it's reasonable, but I would honestly want to go research like what some other paint projects. I don't typically color paint projects, and I don't know if this is a good price, a bad price. I don't know if I need to invest that much. Quality of paint is my biggest question. It's not cheap. So paint not being cheap, okay. So I imagine if this is quality paint, then it's reasonably priced. So at the end of the day, I feel like this is a solid campaign. I don't think it blew my pants off. I feel like they had a lot of really, really good stuff here. And if they would have just condensed some of it together and organized it a little bit less weirdly, like it would have been, I would have liked it a little bit better. But at the end of the day, they conveyed the message that I like these paints. And this is it. Like, this is it. Once I fully understood that this is all the paintings that I'm probably going to need for a very long time being a new painter, I feel like they did do a job. Yeah, I take that back. I feel like they did a good job right here. I would just like more information here. So at the end of the day, I'm going to give this one, I think, a C+. I think it was overall a solid campaign. Slight concerns about that customer service issues in the back end and, problems with the tutorial video, not doing a tutorial video, and the fact that you just kind of glossed over that. I'm going to go with a C then, actually. We're going to go with a C instead of a C+. Just because that concerns me a smidge bit there. But let me know in the comments below. What's your final grade for the Scalecolor Artist Smooth Acrylic Paints 2? And as always, if you enjoy the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. And have a great weekend, even if it's not Friday when you watch this. Your next coming weekend, I hope, is a great weekend. Bye-bye.